This is a video from eSkills Zone. For more videos, notes, and certificates, please visit www.eskillszone.com.
Hello and welcome. Hi viewers. Today in this video we will discuss module 8 of Introduction to C Programming Language, and the topic we will discuss today is data type of a variable, a very important topic. So let's start. Each variable in C language has a data type. The data type not only describes the type of data to be stored inside the variable, but also the number of bytes that the compiler needs to reserve for data storage. In the following, we discuss different data types provided by C language. So first of all, we will discuss the first data type is the integer, or you can call it int, signed and unsigned. Integer data type is used to store integer values, whole numbers. Integer takes up 4 bytes of memory to declare a variable of type integer. We use the keyword int. Very important, 4 bytes of memory an integer takes in C programming language. Now we'll talk about signed int. A signed int can store both positive and negative values ranging from -2 147 483 648 to 2147 483 647. By default, type int is considered as a signed integer. Now we'll discuss the next one, which is unsigned integer. An unsigned integer can store only positive values and its value ranges from 0 to plus 4, 294, 967, 295. Keyword unsigned int is used to declare an unsigned integer. So these are very important values, so I'm gonna make them bold. So the keyword unsigned int is always used, and the range is from 0 till plus 4, 294, 967, and 295. Very important point to be noted. And the next number is, we will discuss the floating point. Floating point, the float keyword is used for it. Float data type is used to store a real number with floating point up to 6 digits of precision. To declare a variable of type float, we use the keyword float. A float uses 4 bytes of memory. Its value ranges from 3.14 into 10 raised to the power minus 38 to 3.14 into 10 raised to the power 38. Now we will discuss one more data type, which is the last one we will discuss today in our video, that is CHR character, and the keyword is CHR used to identify character variable. Okay. To declare character type variables in C, we use the keyword CHAR. It takes up to 1 byte of memory for storage, A variable of type char can store one character only. So two important points. It actually takes 1 byte of memory of storage. It can store only one character only in C language. So viewers, here we are at the code blocks IDE. We will just make a file. First we will declare include two header files std io.h and con io.h. Since we have not saved this file with the extension C, so first we need to save this. Go to the file menu and click on save file as, and here we will type data type, name of the file, and click on the save button. So now we'll type void main, the main function, and under the curly braces we will declare three data type, like we can use integer a, b, or c, and you can type float f, name of the variable. So our type, so you can see while typing this, you can see the parser is still parsing files, it's translating the files. Then we will use ch as the name of the variable. So this is how we can use the data type with the keyword. Like if you want to declare variables of type integer, we need to type int and int before the keyword, before the actual variable names, and then the semicolon is always added in the end, which is used as a line terminator. And if you want to use a float variable in our program, we need to type float keyword before that particular variable name, and then a semicolon is always followed by it. And in the end, the third variable data type is char, character, which is used to store one character only, and it takes up to 1 byte. And for this we need to type the char keyword before the actual variable name. Here we have used the ch variable name, and we have typed the data type char. So this is how we can use the correct variable data type before the actual variable name in order to identify its type, and the program can easily identify the data type of the variable, and then execution cannot have any kind of problem while executing the program. So if I'm gonna use char, since ch is used as a ch, so if I assign a value like a and 1, so there are two characters. So if I type this and first build this program, so you can see that there is a warning message in the debugging section, and here it is. You can see the build messages: build file, no target in, no project, compiler unknown. In function main, here we have the in function. In line 11, you can see we have tried to actually assign two different characters, a and 1, enclosed in single quotes, to the left hand side ch, which is, and the assignment is always done with the help of assignment operator equal to symbol. So right hand side is always assigned to the left hand side. Actually we have typed the correct way of typing the character enclosed in single quote, but since we have used two different characters, a and 1, so they can never be stored to the ch character data, because ch can only store one character at one time. So you can see the warnings on the line, and like multi-character, character constant, multi-char, warning, overflow in conversion from integer to char, change values from 24881 to 49. So you can see two warnings, no errors, and if you run this program, then you can see that the thing is can be seen on the out, because we have not used any printf statement in our program, which is actually used to display the output on the screen. So we can always have error messages, warning messages, if you try to type any two characters in those single. But if I type only one character, like only a and build this program, then you can see there are 0 errors, 0 warnings, and 0 minutes provided by the build messages. So there are no errors and warnings, and the program can be executed successfully. Click on the run button, so no problem is there. So we have to be very careful that in the case of character, we just can assign only one character at one time. But if we are using float and integer, we can use the numeric values, because the integer does not have a decimal place. Whereas if you are typing float, if I type like f equal to 2, just type 2 and build this message, you can see there are 0 and 0 warning, because if I type 2, it considered as 2.0. and if I type over here, like I have declared ABC as integer data type, so if I try to assign a real number to variable b, like if I type b equal to 15.5, then see what happens. I'm going to click on the build button. Now you can see 0 0 warning, but since it's a real number, program cannot be typed. If I assign a 15.5, then this part will always be truncated and will not be assigned to the b, because it's a real number, and the decimal portion, a real fractional part, never be assigned to b. If I like to display the value of b on the screen, I will type printf statement and then type enclosed in parentheses and double quote that the value of b is such an integer data type. So I will type %i as a format specifier and then type comma b over here. But since you can see that b is an integer data type, so this part, the fractional part 0.5, will be ignored and only 15 will be stored to b, and we can only see b on as an output on the screen by using this format specifier I, which is always used to return the value stored in an integer variable. So I'm going to click on the build button and click on the run button, so you can see only 15 on the screen, because the fractional part 0.5 is always ignored and can never be assigned to b. So if you want to show the if you want to show the decimal part, you always need to declare the data type of the variable as float. So in this case, if I type 25.67, so you can see this is the fractional part and it's a complete real number. This is the integral part. So now if I type printf statement and type printf, the value stored in f is %f and then comma f. So now we will see the output as 25.67, because float always show the decimal part as well, but it will show up to 6 decimal places. So I'm gonna type CLRSCR to clear the contents on the screen. So I'm gonna type on the build button, so you can see the undefined reference with the CLRSCR. I'm going to make it as a command, and I'm going to click on the build button. 0 0 1 0. So now this time the program will successfully execute, will be successfully executed and show the value of 25.67, because f is declared as a float data type, and float always return a real number contain the first part integral and the fractional part right after the decimal point. I'm going to build and then run it. Now you can see the value stored in f is 25.67. Since we want to show it on the next line, so I'm going to use \n escape sequence, which will display, and one more \n. I'm going to click on the build button, click on the run button. Now you can see the value of b is 15 and the value stored in f is 25.67. This is how we can show a different value, a real number, with the help of a float data type in C programming language. That's all, viewers. Thanks for watching.